Hi friends, welcome to the channel JV and CIV Made Simple. So this is our part 2 lecture of our IIBF Cyber Crime and Fraud Management previous year memory based question. If you haven't seen part 1 lecture, so I will provide the link in the description section. Please check the description section and the first comment I will provide you the link so that you first go through that lesson and then let's see what are the questions, more questions which I have recollected from those who have given the examination. Let's see the first question. Which of the following statement best differentiate between durability and consistency in the context of software or system design? Right. So let's go through each and every option. Option number A says that durability ensures that a system remain operational even when faced with a high traffic, while consistency guarantees that data remain accurate and synchronized across multiple nodes or system. So it sounds logical, but it is not correct. Why it is incorrect? Because let me give you the reason. This is incorrect because durability is about ensuring its data is permanently saved. So let me write down the key point, that it is about ensuring that data is permanently saved, right? So even if system crashes, it is not just about handling high traffic, right? And if we talk about the consistency is about data being the same across all user at the same time. Let me give you an example. Imagine you book a train ticket online and the website crashes. So if your booking is still confirmed after the crash, that is durability. And suppose if two people checking the same ticket availability see the same number of seat left, that is called consistency, right? So durability means your data is permanently saved even if the system crashes. I given you example. Now let's see the option number B. So durability guarantee that once a transaction is committed, it will survive failure, while consistency ensures that all clients see the same view of the data at the same time. Yes, this is correct. Durability guarantees that once a transaction, so this is correct because durability means once the data is saved, it stay even if the system fail. For example, a bank deposit should not disappear if the server crashes, right? That is durability. And if we talk about this so-called consistency, it means what? Everyone see the same data at the same time. If a person buy the latest concert ticket, others would instantly see sold out, right? So everyone should see the same data. So option number B is correct. Option C says durability focus on preventing unauthorized access to data, while consistency focus on ensuring the system respond quickly to user requests. This is wrong. Option D says durability is primarily concerned with data storage efficiency, while consistency is primarily concerned with data retrieval speed. This is also wrong. So the correct answer to this particular question is what we have, option number B, right? Option number B is the correct answer. Now let's move to the next question. So this is the explanation of this question, right? So now let's see the question number B. Second question. What is the primary role of malicious code writer in the context of cyber security threat? Right. So let's answer this question. So friends, we will go through each and every option, explain why it is wrong, why it is right and why it is wrong, and give real life example to make it super simple. The question is, what is the primary role of malicious code writer in the context of cyber security threat? Option A says to develop and implement security protocol that protect computer system from malware. It sounds good, but this is incorrect. This is incorrect. Why? Because a security expert, if we talk about the security expert or cyber security professional, right? So they protect the system, not a malicious code writer, right? They protect system, not a malicious code writer, right? Also known as a hacker or cyber criminal. Malicious code writer do the opposite. They create threat, not prevent them, right? They create threat, right? For example, a police officer enforces the law while a thief try to break it. Similarly, security experts protect the system while hackers try to break it. Option B, to design and create harmful computer program script intended to exploit system vulnerability. This is correct. Why it is correct? Because malicious code writer create harmful program. What is the meaning of this harmful program? It means just like you see virus, they create something like virus, they create something like worms or ransomware, right? Virus, worms, ransomware, right? So they create this code writer creates this harmful program like virus, worms and ransomware to exploit weakness in software, network and device. So they may do this for stealing data, spreading malware or damaging system. So let me give you an example. A hacker writing ransomware that locks your file and demand money to unlock them, right? So this is the correct answer. That's the primary role of malicious writer. Option C says to analyze the network traffic and identify the potential security breaches. So This is wrong, because this describes the role of cyber security analyst. Yes, so this is the role of cyber security analyst, right? Malicious code writer create attack, not prevent them. For example, think of a security guard monitoring CCTV footage versus a thief trying to sneak into. So this is wrong. Option D says to provide technical support to user who have been affected by malware attack. This is wrong, because the tech support help to fix issue, but malicious code writer create those issue. In fact, some hacker even pretend to be tech support to trick user. For example, a scammers calling people pretending to be from Microsoft support and asking for remote access to their computer. So what we learned from this question, that the malicious code writer create harmful program like virus and ransomware, and their goal is to exploit the system weakness for theft, disruption and control, and they are not cyber security expert. That's why correct answer is option. If you are looking for unit wise theories, MCQs, previous year question PDF, you can look for our certification examination in prevention of cyber crime and fraud management. You can see I have arranged the entire, we have created two separate folder, in which there is a folder for theory and MCQ PDF, and there is another folder for previous year question. In theory and MCQ PDF, you will see I have arranged it into separate module A, module B, module C, module D, and inside each every module we have units. Like for you can see there is separate theory PDF and there is separate MCQs PDF, and each MCQ PDF has almost 50 plus MCQs per unit. So overall, there are 20 units, so you will practice 1000 MCQs, and these MCQs are more than sufficient for your examination. So if you want to enroll in it, please install our app JIV and CIV Made Simple. The link has been provided in the description section, and I will add more and more PYQs in this particular course. It costs only rupees 200, as you can see the cost here. So what are you waiting for? Just enroll in the course description section, and most of the candidates who have enrolled in it have passed the examination effortlessly. So I request you to please see the description section for more detail, or you can WhatsApp me on this number. Now let's see the third question. The third question is, what is the primary purpose of a multi-layered security approach in cyber security? Multi-layered security approach, what is the primary purpose of it? So let's answer this question. So option number A says that to simplify the security management process by using a single security measure. This is incorrect. Why incorrect? Because cyber security is not about using just one measure. A single security layer is like locking your front door but leaving the window open. Not safe of all, right? Not safe at all. So multi-layered approach means having multiple security barrier to stop attacker at different point. For example, imagine protecting your house with just a door lock. You are protecting your house with just a door lock. So a thief can break in easily, but if you have a security alarm, CCTV camera, guard dog, it becomes much harder to break in. Right, so this is the best example. So the primary purpose of a multi-layered security approach is that the option A is wrong. To simplify the security management process is wrong. Option B says to ensure that if one layer of security is breached, additional layer are in place to protect sensitive data system. Yes, this is correct, because this strategy is called defense in depth. So this strategy is called defense in depth. You must know it, right? So it means multiple security layer protect the system. Even if one layer fail, the other still protect the system. Think of a castle, right? You can think of a castle. It has wall, moats, guards, gates. If a attacker crosses one, the other still stop them. So cyber security work the same way. Option number C says to focus solely on software based security solution, ignoring physical security measure. This is wrong. Why? Because cyber security is not just about software. Physical security is just as important, right? So we should not ignore this physical security measure. So attacker can also steal data physically, like stealing a laptop or hacking into a Wi-Fi network. For example, if a hacker can walk into a data center and steal a hard drive, all your software security measure means nothing. Now option number D said to create a user-friendly interface for managing security protocol. This is also wrong. Why? Because when user-friendly security tools are helpful, they are not the main goal of multi-layered security approach. The goal is protection, not just ease of use. For example, having an easy to use lock is good, but the real point of lock is to stop intruder, not just to be convenient. So what we learned from this question, that this multi-layered security means defense in depth. It protects system using multiple layer of security. Even if one layer is breached, others keep data safe. It includes software like firewall, encryption, and physical measures like biometric lock and CCTV. So cyber security is not just about making things easy, it is about making them secure. I hope this makes sense to you. So what are you waiting for? Do hit the like button if you really think that this explanation is useful for you and you are able to understand each and every fact which I am telling you. Now let's look at the next question. Which of the following best describe the primary purpose of the crypto locker virus? Crypto locker virus का primary purpose क्या होता है? This is the question which has been asked. Option number A says that it replicates. So here the key point is crypto locker virus. Option A says it replicates itself across a network to overwhelm system and cause denial of service, which is called DOS. This is wrong. Basically, this describes a type of attack which we call worm attack, or which we call DDoS attack. The DDoS. You should know each and every option, because each and every option describes you something else. It describes your concept. So this is called worm or DDoS. DDoS means distributed denial of service attack. What is a worm? Means a worm is spread across network to overload system, causing slowdown or crashes. And DDoS attack, it flood a website or server with traffic, making it inaccessible. Imagine if a shopping website is hit with so many fake visitors that real customer can't place order. That is called DDoS attack, not crypto locker. Now let's see the option number B. Option number B says that it steals personal information such as password and credit card detail and transmit them to remote server. This is wrong, because this describe the spyware. This describe the role of spyware, right? Or we can say keyloggers, not crypto log, not crypto locker. So what is the meaning of spyware? You might have heard of this spyware. You might have heard of this keylogger. So spyware steals secretly collect data like your banking detail and password and send them to hacker. And crypto locker does not steal your data. It locks up and demands money. So for example, a keylogger work like a hidden camera recording your ATM pin, and that is different from ransomware. Now option number C says that it encrypt file on infected computer and demand ransom payment in exchange for the decryption. This is correct, because crypto locker is a type of ransomware. It is a type of ransomware, you must know it. It locks your file using a strong encryption, then hacker demand a ransom, usually in Bitcoin, to unlock your file. Imagine locking all your personal file in super secure safe way and losing the key. So the hacker tell you, pay us and we will give you the key back. That is exactly how crypto locker work. And option number D says it displays unwanted advertisement and redirect website traffic to generate revenue for the attacker. This is wrong. This describe adware. This is not crypto locker virus. Rather, this describe the adware. You know adware. So it describes something called adware, right? So adware bombard you with pop-ups, fake ads, redirect to a scam website. It is annoying but does not lock your file like crypto locker. Have you ever visited a website and suddenly see tons of pop-up ads? That is adware, not ransomware. So what we learned from here, that cryptoware is a ransomware virus that encrypt file and demand money for decryption. It does not steal password. That is spyware or flood system. Never pay the ransom. It encourages hacker and does not guarantee you will get your file back. And protect yourself by keeping backup, using a strong antivirus software, and being cautious with email attachment. So these are the way to get rid of this crypto locker virus. Now let's see the next question. The next question that we have is what is the primary function of a packet filtering firewall? Very good question it is. Let's answer this question in detail. So packet filtering firewall. First option says primary function to encrypt data packet to ensure secure transmission over the network. Right. So option number A says that to encrypt data packet to ensure secure transmission over the network. So what do you think? Is it the correct answer to this question? This is wrong. The encryption process is done by protocol, right? Like SSL. You might have heard of this so-called SSL, right? TLS, or you might have heard of VPN. So basically, encryption is done by protocol like this, not packing filtering wall. What is the meaning of encryption? Encryption is scrambled data so that the only intended recipient can read it. And the packing filtering firewall does not encrypt it. It only check and filter packet. For example, think of encryption like locking a message in a safe before sending it. So receiver needs a key to unlock it. But a firewall is more like a security guard, checking who enters a building. It does not lock the message. Option B says to analyze the content of data packet and block those containing malicious software. This is also wrong, because it describes something called IDS. This is the role of IDS. What is IDS? Intrusion detection system, or we can call it antivirus, right? This is the role of antivirus. You know what it is? Basically, packing filtering software firewall does not read the actual content of the packet. They only check header information like IP address and ports. To detect virus or malware, you need something called DPI, right? You need something called DPI. DPI means what? DPI means deep packet inspection, or an IDS. Imagine you receive a sealed envelope. A packet filtering wall checks the address on it but does not open it to see what is inside. An antivirus on the other hand open and scan it for harmful content. right? That is the role of antivirus. Option number C says to allow or block data packet based on predefined rules regarding IP address, ports and protocol. This is also correct. You know why it is correct? Because packet filtering firewall acts like a security checkpoint. It checks packet header for details like sources and destination IP address, port number, protocol, right? If the packet matches the rule, it is allowed to pass. If not, it is blocked. For example, this is correct. For example, imagine a bouncer at a club. If your ID match the guest list, you are allowed in. If you are blocked, if you are not, you are blocked. That is exactly how a packet filtering word works. And option D say to provide a user-friendly interface for managing network traffic. This is also incorrect. You know, there are some firewall have management tools. Their main job is to filter packet and not make things user-friendly. User friendliness is more about network monitoring tool, not security firewall. For example, think of a bank security system. Their priority is protection, not how easy is it to manage. The same applies to firewall. They focus on blocking threat, not making things convenient. So what we learned from this discussion, that packet filtering will allow or block traffic based on rules related to IP address, ports and protocol. They do not encrypt the data. They do not scan for malware, and they act like a security guard filtering traffic before it enters a network. So I hope this makes sense to you. You know about this packet filtering wall. Let's see the next question that we have. The next question is on your screen, as you can see. Which of the following best describe a cross-site scripting, which is called XSS vulnerability in web application? So XSS, this is the question. Let's see the option. Option number A says that a server administrator configures incorrect file permission, allowing unauthorized user to access sensitive data. So this is wrong. This is a file permission misconfiguration issue, not XSS. Basically, name itself says file misconfiguration issue, right? So file permission control who can access or modify file on a server, right? So this file permission, they control who can access or modify files on a server. If they are set incorrectly, attacker can read or change sensitive data. So this is a different type of vulnerability, not related to injecting malicious encrypt. For example, imagine a locker in a bank. You imagine a locker in a bank. If the lock is weak, anyone can open it and access your valuable. That is what happens when file permission are weak. Option number B, which says that attacker intercept network traffic and modify data packet to redirect user to a malicious website. You know, this is wrong. This describe a MITM. This describe a MITM. You know what is the meaning of MITM? MITM means man in the middle attack. MITM means man in the middle attack. MITM, man in the middle attack, not XSS. In MITM attack, hacker intercept your communication with a website, right? Hacker intercept your communication with a website, and what they do, they can modify the data, or they can redirect you to a fake website to steal your information. So this is a network level attack, whereas accesses happen inside a website. For example, let me give an example for this option number B. Imagine you are talking on a phone with a friend, but a hacker taps into a line and changes your message. That is what MITM attacker do with the data packet, right? So this is not. Option number C says that a user enters a malicious script into the client's inside input field, and the application processes this input without proper validation, leading to the execution of untrusted code on the client side. This is correct. So you know this XSS, or we call it cross, basically what we are talking about is XSS, right? So either you call it XSS or you call it cross-site scripting, right? And both mean the same. So either you call it XSS or you call it cross-site scripting. So it happened when a website allow user to enter text, right? So whenever a website allow user to enter text like a comment box or search bar, but does not check or clean the input. For example, let me give an example. Imagine a guest book on a website where people can leave message. Instead of normal message, the hacker types. If the website does not filter this input, anyone visiting the page will see an alert pop up. This proves that malicious script can run on user browser. This is XSS in action. And what is option number D? A database server failed to authenticate user credential properly and allowing unauthorized access to sensitive information. This is also wrong, right? This is option number D is wrong. Why? Because if login security is weak, attacker can bypass authentication and access sensitive data. XSS does not involve weak password. It is about injecting a script into website. Imagine a hotel that does not check ID card before giving room key. Anyone could enter. That is what happens when authentication is broken. So what we learned from this discussion is that XSS occur when a web application does not sanitize user input, allowing attacker to inject script. It happens inside website and run on user browser Attacker can use accesses to steal data, hijack account, or redirect user to fake pages. To prevent accesses, website must validate and sanitize user input. So these are the inputs which you must remember regarding these accesses, which is called cross-site scripting. Let's see the next question. In which year was the RuPay card officially launched in India? Please answer. 2007, 2009, 2012, 2014. So 2007 is wrong. There was no RuPay card. Right. 2009 is also wrong. This was important year because NPCI was formed in it. Right. NPCI means National Payment Corporation of India. 2012 is the correct answer to this question. What is the correct answer? The correct answer being 2012. Right. 2012 is the correct answer. Why? Because RuPay was officially launched in March 2012 by NPCI. It was created to provide an Indian alternative to the Visa and MasterCard. What is the biggest benefit? It reduces the transaction fee and keep money within Indian economy. Right. So imagine you are buying grocery. If you are using a foreign card, a small fee goes to that company outside India. But if you use RuPay, all fees stay within India. Right. So this is the point. So what we learned, RuPay was officially launched in 2012 by NPCI. It was created as India's own payment system to reduce dependency on foreign network. Right. So this is the point which we must keep in our mind. Now let's see the next question that we have. So friends, next question, as you can see it here. What is the primary characteristics of Trojan horse in the context of cybersecurity? Very nice question. Trojan horse in the context of cybersecurity. So option number A says that it replicates itself across network to spread like a virus. What do you think? This is wrong. Why? Because this describes a computer virus. It describes a computer virus, not a Trojan horse. Right. So viruses can copy themselves and spread without user permission. Trojan, on the other hand, do not replicate on their own. So this is the key feature of Trojan. It does not replicate. Right. So this is not a key feature. Option number A is wrong because the Trojan does not replicate. This replicating feature is not with Trojan. For example, imagine you download a song and suddenly your PC starts sending the file to everyone in your contact without your knowledge. That is a virus, not a Trojan. Option number B says it disguises itself as legitimate software to deceive user into executing it. Yes, this is correct. Option number B is correct. Why? Because a Trojan horse like a useful or harmless program. It looks like a useful or harmless program but actually contain malware. It tricks the user to installing it, often through fake software, email attachment or pop-up. Once inside your system, it can steal data, control your PC or install more malware. Imagine you download a free game, but instead of playing, your PC start acting weird. That game was actually a Trojan. It looks saved, but it secretly installed malware. Option number C say it required no user interaction to install and operate. This is wrong. Why? Because Trojan need the user to download and install them. Unlike worms which is spread automatically, Trojan rely on human mistake. So if you are receiving an email system saying you won a lottery, click here to claim, and you click on the link, you just install a Trojan yourself. And option number D say it primarily target hardware component of a computer system. Trojan attacks software, not the hardware. They don't break your computer physically, right? But can damage file, steal password, and spy on you. So Trojan can record everything you type like password, but it won't burn your hard drive or break your screen. So what we learned from this discussion, that a Trojan horse disguises itself and use as a useful software, but it's actually malware and it needs a user to install it. And Trojan are commonly hidden in fake downloads, emails, and pop-ups. So I hope that makes your concept regarding Trojan very clear. Now let's see the next one. Data backup is considered an example of which type of control in information security. Very important. You should be clear cut about all this control that we have. So option A say preventive control. Yes, it is correct. Because preventive control, as the name itself suggests, it stops the problem. Right? It stops problem before they happen. And if we talk about the data backup, so data backup help prevent permanent data loss in case of accident, cyber attack, or system failure. Right? So preventive control is the correct answer. It stops problem before they actually happen. For example, imagine you are working on an important project. Let me give you an example. So imagine you are working on an important project. If you accidentally delete the file, you can restore it from the backup instead of losing it forever. So you are working on an important project, and if you accidentally delete the file, you can restore it from the backup instead of losing it forever. That is preventing a bigger problem from happening. That is called preventive control. And then we have the second point, that is detective control. This is wrong. Why? Because detective control help identify issues after they happen. So they help identify the issues after they have happened. That did not prevent problem, they just alert you when something goes wrong. For example, a security camera help detect theft, but it does not stop the theft from happening. Similarly, an antivirus scam detect viruses, but it does not prevent them from infecting your system in the first place. Now corrective control. Corrective control is also wrong because corrective control help fix issue after they happen. They recover from damage, but they don't prevent it. For example, if a virus infects your system, a corrective control would be using an antivirus tool to remove it. So data backup can be a part of corrective action, but its main purpose is prevention. And option D say compensatory control. This is wrong because compensatory control acts like a backup, right? When primary control fail, they don't prevent issue but reduce risk when other measures are not enough. For example, if a company can't afford top tier security software, they might use strict manual monitoring as a compensatory measure. So data backup is not just a backup plan, it is a main preventive control, right? So here the question was about the data backup, so it is a preventive control. So data backup is a preventive control. It helps stop permanent data loss. Detective control find issuer after they happen. Corrective control fix issuer after they happen. And compensatory control reduces risk when other control are weak. So friends, as you can see, we have all more questions available on this particular PDF, and this PDF is available in our course, which is our cyber crime and fraud management. If you want all this PDF, all this question, I request you to please enroll in our course. You will get access to all these kinds of theory, and for each and every question you will get detailed explanation, right? So if you want any detail regarding this cyber security, like you can see, CCTV is which type of security control. So CCTV is a physical control, right? CCTV is a type of physical control. You can WhatsApp me on this particular number on the screen. You can see it number, right, for more detail regarding the course. So that's all for today. If you want me to bring the part 3 lecture of this particular session, please write yes in the comment section. यदि आप चाहते हैं कि मैं part 3 lecture लाऊं, please yes लिखिए comment section में. I will come to know that you are interested to bring